What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. There's a video going viral by this particular young lady. Her name is Sincerely Bree. Beautiful young woman who is a single mother to a young man, young 9-year-old boy, something like that. And she's been in a relationship with a man for 4 years who also has a son. And so they're, I guess, helping raise their son, and she's helping raise his kids or something like that. Kind of a Brady Bunch thing, you know. But something happened on Christmas, and I want to let her pretty much recite what happened, and then I'm going to come back.
I'm going to share a story about my Christmas this morning, how it went. I am in a relationship. We live together. We've lived together for the last 4 years. We decided to give my son his older son's old gaming computer because his older son's getting a new one. And my son wanted one for Christmas, and I really didn't want him to have it. I had reservations about him getting a computer. I think he's a little too old, too young. He's only 9. But he convinced me to let him have it. You know, he thought that it would be a good financial decision, and also a way for him to have what he wants with us, not having to invest too much money. So he goes to his son's house, Christmas Eve, yesterday. He sets up the new computer, and it is a nice computer. It's even nicer than the one that he wanted, top of the line, okay? He gets the old computer. He brings it back. We have a dinner to go to. So we go to dinner. At dinner, we're discussing, I bring up, okay, so what's the plan? Because we had discussed it prior about a week ago, and the plan was we were going to put it together, make sure his stuff was ready the night before while he was sleeping so he could wake up and play with his stuff. However, when I bring it up now, he's saying that, we could just do it in the morning and blah, 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 blah. He doesn't feel like doing it now. His family's in town. He wants to have some drinks with them, whatever. Okay. That was just not sitting well with me at all. That was not the plan. This is my son. I wanted him to wake up and enjoy his stuff just like his son gets to wake up and enjoy his stuff. Actually, his son has been enjoying his stuff since yesterday, the day before Christmas. Okay. So I get upset and I'm like, why does my son have to wait on enjoying his Christmas stuff because you want to be lazy all of a sudden? So since he didn't like what I said about being lazy, he says, well, why don't I just not give him the computer then? So we are at a dinner. We are at a girlfriend's house eating dinner when this happened. So I have to pull together. And in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to handle this? So I'm like, I'm going to get back to the house and I'm just going to put the computer disc together and just so he can have something to, because he had nothing else. This was his big gift. Like the other stuff was to supplement the computer. Okay. So I get home. I start putting stuff together. I'm a wreck. I'm an emotional free wreck. Okay. I start, I pull out the computer stand desk and I start, trying to put it together. And he says, as he sees me doing it, he's like, I don't know what you need a computer desk for when you ain't got no computer. I put the computer stand together. I put the chair together. And, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to tell him some story about how it didn't come. And I'm just going to have to go, tell him we're just going to have to go first thing in the morning, when the stores open back up to get you a computer, I'm sorry, come up with some lie. And I was hoping that, I was really hoping that I would wake up in the morning and he would still have that computer on that computer desk, like realize that what he said, what he was doing was wrong, even though my pride didn't even want it, but I did not want mine. I wanted more for my son to not wake up to nothing for Christmas. So I was up all night. I was tired. So I was the last one up. So he comes in the room and he's like, are you going to get up? Your son's up. I go look in the room. There is nothing on the computer stand. Nothing on the computer stand. I say all this to say, obviously this isn't going to work out. But I just need you to understand, do not play with nobody's kids. Don't play with people's kids.
So guys, you heard what was said there. Again, I just want to talk about certain things here if I can. And that is simply this. It sounds like a bad situation in which she's talking about. I don't, and I'm sure that something like that could happen. However, something needs to be talked about, which means, did it happen? Okay? Because it doesn't make sense for any man, just because you asked him to pack something up and he's gonna say, well, I'm not gonna give your son an older laptop after getting his son a newer laptop. It just doesn't make sense as to why a man would do something like that. For me, it just doesn't make sense. Now, could it make sense to somebody else? Yeah, it actually could. Okay, it's very possible. But I'd like to hear his side of the story. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I dumped this one girl before who was, for all intents and purposes, a drunkard. Okay, I did not like the fact that the young lady drunk a lot. I had a fundamental big problem with her drinking. I didn't like it. I did not appreciate this. So I told her, okay? I told her that I didn't like it. And it was a problem that the woman had for years. So one day we were there and she's drinking some alcohol, and which I'm not going to name right now, but she's drinking it. So I tell the young lady, I don't like the fact that you're drinking this liquor. I don't like it. You know, I really want you to stop. Okay. And I've been talking about that for a long time. I've been discussing this with you for a long time. And for whatever reason, you're not listening to that. So because you're not listening to that, I need you to get out. You're not listening to what I'm telling you. You need to get out. Okay. Get out now. So then what happened? Okay. So then when she talked to somebody else, cause she said, well, he basically, I was having a drink and then we started fighting, but that's not how the story went. What happened was, with your dusty ass, I said that you need to stop drinking. I don't like it when you drink. Can you please stop drinking? You went and got a drink in front of me after I asked you nicely, which was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And what? Okay. Then I put your ass out. That's the difference. You see, that's what really happened. It seems like with this young woman here, if we were to hear his side of the story, we would get more clarity, because it makes no sense for somebody to act like that and now she's crying. And a lot of times, a lot of men understand that. Women tend to leave things out when a man wants to not give you something or not follow through on something. You know, you pissed him off about something else, and now the man is upset with you, not because of that, but something else, because you just don't want to tell us, which is completely okay that you don't want to tell us. But now you're not being genuine. You're not telling the truth. And again, this is something that happens quite often, right? Women are not being truthful. They're not being truthful about what was really going on in the whole scope. So if this guy, you know, if he's, you know, in a relationship with her and they live in the same city and they know who she is, I mean, I can just imagine that the guy is, you know, if they know him, people are coming up to him, yo, why'd you do your sister like that? And that's not right. And you're a creep and all of it. No, like, yo, the girl could be lying. The girl could be lying and lying a lot, right? A lot. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.